That's where we find our Sam Gannon, my free-for-all co-host. Your first World Cup match in person, and the superstar Messi delivers once again, Sam, right?
Yeah, Mike, was there ever a question? I mean, does Messi ever disappoint? The answer is no. I don't know if you can hear the crowd inside Dallas Stadium, but the Argentinian fans do not want to leave. I think they're loving life right now because they had a chance to see their superstar take the pitch in the second half. He was subbed in the 60th minute, and then as you saw in those highlights, he scores in the 80th minute. It's his 6th World Cup goal of this tournament. As you also said, he becomes the first player to score in 7 straight men's World Cup matches, and his team, they are moving on to the knockout stage. Of course, we already knew that before this match even begun, and that's why some people question whether or not he might play today. But you and I both talked pre-game, Mike, and I think it made sense that he came out here and gave the fans what they wanted. I don't know that anyone expected him to score, but why would you ever doubt someone that has the track record that Lionel Messi does? And so up next for Argentina, they are heading back to Miami, Messi's second home because he plays for Inter Miami in the MLS, and they will take on Cape Verde in the round of 32. And I'm hearing the ole, 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 ole. They are loud, they are passionate, and it was a full house here tonight, 70,000 plus on hand, and this is really unlike anything I've ever been a part of, Mike. You know, after Messi scored in that 80th minute, on the big screen here, they showed a shot of Messi's wife embracing one of his sons, and you can just tell how much this moment means to him, and he continues to just build a legacy for himself that is simply unmatched.
Sam, real quick, that moment before when you guys were down on the sideline and they're warming up and Messi looks over at you guys and gives you a little smile and a wave. What was that like?
I mean, I was totally taken by surprise. I wasn't even sure that he was looking in our direction because the fans are right behind us in the stands, but he did. And you know, a humble superstar as you'll ever see is Lionel Messi. It was a pretty cool moment and one that I certainly won't forget anytime soon.
All right, good stuff. Messi scores. Sam Gannon on hand there live for us at Dallas Stadium. Casey, we'll send it back to you.
Much. We appreciate all of the coverage, and it does continue now. The team coverage rolls along with the biggest watch party on the Dallas side of the celebration. Jeff Kolb has been at the Dallas Fan Fest for the better part of the day over in Fair Park. Hey, Jeff, how are things looking? I like the little cardboard cutout, but not many people behind you.
No, so Casey, this reminds me of like back when you're in high school, your parents get home and they're a little bit suspicious. Like, was there a party here? And you're like, no, look, we cleaned the whole place up. So you wouldn't know right now, but trust me, there was a party here. It was a lot of Argentina jerseys, mostly those number 10 Messis. And despite the fact that Messi, obviously, as Sam and Mike said, was not in the starting lineup, they went crazy when he did check in that 60th minute, and then the moment where he takes that set piece and puts it in the back of the net, this place erupted, of course. Understanding the history, we'll take a look at what that looked like here when this place was packed out. Messi scoring that goal, and there it is. Everyone going nuts, people on shoulders, flags waved in the air. I will say also there was a Jordan contingent that was very proud when they deposited their goal, which was the first of this tournament against Argentina, which had posted back-to-back shutouts. But again, people coming from far and wide to support Argentina and Messi, understanding this is probably his final World Cup. This is his last ever World Cup match at Dallas Stadium, the way the bracket plays out. Even if Argentina makes it all the way back to the final and wins it all, the semifinal that will be played here will not feature Argentina the way the bracket is set. But this was another electric night here at FanFest, KC. We saw jerseys of all different varieties: Colombia, Portugal, Mexico, USA. Just another great night here, and we expect to see more of the same come next week. We, of course, have 2 round of 32 matchups, so we will welcome in Egypt, Norway, among the teams, Ivory Coast as well. And then when you look at the rest of the bracket, we could see Spain, we could see Portugal in a round of 16 matchup, and in that semifinal, nations like France and this one that wears red, white, and blue called the USA could also be a factor packing this place out come July 14th. So another fabulous night here, and just one more epic moment of this Messi mania. Casey?
Epic is a great word, and it's only going to become more epic as we narrow the teams down and we get out of the group stage and closer to the semifinals. What a day. Fox 4's Jeff Kolb live in Dallas. Jeff, thank you, sir. Check that out. Before the players ever even took the pitch, Argentina fans were already putting on a show of their own. We have had Fox 4's Peyton Yeager stationed at Texas Live, which is right next door to Dallas Stadium. Peyton continues our team coverage now, where she found plenty of passion before the first whistle. Hey, Peyton, how are things looking?
I know. These fans have such high energy, and I had the best time at Texas Live tonight. It was completely sold out. We have fans trickling out, going to transportation, or going to the next party wherever. That is a lot of light blue and white Argentina fans, and so great that we had 2 matches with them here in North Texas. Their fan base has been absolutely electric, and that is what they brought to the party here at Texas Live. Again, we can get to that video. You know, Texas Live announced earlier this evening that it was completely sold out, and you can only get in if you had prepaid tickets. So 90% Argentina fans here. You know they're loud, standing room only, cheering loud for each of those Argentinian goals, on the edge of their seats, waiting for Messi, and then even louder when Messi came in the game, and then when he scored. I mean, it was off the charts. My ears are going to be ringing for days. And during halftime, you know, this fan base, they had cheers and songs, and for many, this is exactly the momentum that they want moving into the next round. Take a listen.
Argentina's everything to me. My whole family's from there. I love it. We went to the last World Cup. We were there for Messi, supporting everyone, not just Messi, the whole team, everyone. We love him. Vamos, Argentina!
No one expected this to happen. It's the first time making the World Cup, and the fact that we're even performing reasonably well against Argentina means the world to us. I'm so elated for everyone back home, the family back home in Jordan, that we at least can say we got one on Argentina.
And I did want to feature a Jordan fan that was standing right next to us, because he was just so proud of his country, that they are in the World Cup and that they scored a goal tonight against the defending world champions. And I did, a 360 walk around Texas Live. You know, the main room with all the TV screens. You saw that shoulder to shoulder. But even back out on like the lawn, people were dancing, packed there. Then in the corridor area, there was a big screen in between Texas Live and Dallas Stadium that was shoulder to shoulder. So a late night here in the Arlington Entertainment District, and it was off the charts, and people are still out here this evening. And I loved speaking to some of these Argentinian fans who did not get to go to the game on Monday. They're like, oh, we missed it, we might not see Messi, but they got to see him, and I am so happy for them. So that's the latest live here in Arlington. Casey, back to you.
Peyton, I've done 2 watch parties myself at Texas Live. My favorite is when they score a goal and the CO2 cannons do that blast of air out into the crowd.
They did that only, right. They did that only for Messi tonight, so you know he's special.
You know he is special. Well, in a day it has been. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager, excellent work out there. Thank you so much. So inside Dallas Stadium, Fox 4's David Sintendry had perhaps one of the very best views in the building. David and Sam were down on that coveted touchline live position ahead of the match. Not a bad office for the day, you two. How's it going?
Hey, Casey, yeah, that's right. David, this was our first time inside this building, and I would say it absolutely lived up to the hype. You know, we got to witness Lionel Messi add to his historic resume tonight with his 19th World Cup goal. But the moment that I think we should reflect upon is the moment that happened before the match when Messi was warming up with his teammates just a few feet behind us. He turned over, waved to some fans, and then he waved to you and I with a smile.
And on our ride home, Sam and I will be debating for about 20 minutes back to the station of who he was waving to first, you or me. But yeah, this is our first time in this stadium for a World Cup event. Obviously, Sam is here every Cowboys Sunday and for many other events covering sports, but this is an entirely different atmosphere. We were talking about that throughout the evening, that it just wasn't what you would expect from an American football game or anything like that. This is just completely different, something that we never get to see over here. And as far as these fans go, some of them are still here inside Dallas Stadium. Some of them are sitting right here. I mean, for the most part, they're filing out, but you can hear some people singing over here to our left in the concourse area. Actually, we got some video I want to let you guys see and hear of an organic band that basically just broke out with a drum and trombone. Take a listen. So I say that was organic. I mean, maybe there was some planning into it. There probably had to be some sort of planning, but I don't know if I've ever been to a sporting event where someone is carrying a trombone into the match. But they broke out into that music, and the crowd just started going bonkers out in the concourse area after Argentina's win. But, you know, while there's a lot to celebrate for Argentina as they're moving on, everyone knows I've been covering the journey for Jordanian fans as they are soaking in this first ever World Cup experience for their team. And while they didn't come out today, and come out victorious today, and this was regardless going to be the last match for Jordan before they head home, I had an opportunity to catch up with some Jordanian Americans who live here in North Texas, and they were really just happy to be a part of this whole event.
Oh my gosh, it's unreal. Like, I never thought this would happen. We scored against Argentina. It was great.
Are you all from Jordan? Where are you from?
We're born in Jordan, all three of us. Amman.
Where do you live now?
We live in Dallas, Texas.
So this is a homecoming for you guys.
Yes, this is crazy. Like, the best thing ever.
So even though y'all lost, how exciting was it just to see them in your backyard?
I was so excited. I was like, I think the goal was great and stuff. I think they could have played better against the other two teams, but I think they played really good against Argentina today.
Was it still cool seeing Messi score a goal even though he's not on your team?
Yeah, I saw this sign that said Jordanian and proud, but Messi is still the GOAT, and I was like, I agree with that completely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. I hope you guys had a great night tonight.
Thank you. Let's go, Jordan.
I'm telling you guys, it should be illegal to have this much fun while you're getting paid to work. And before we leave Dallas Stadium, Sam, should we touch this grass one more time?
I mean, I think it's only right, David,
All
right?
Let's
Okay, let's go.
We're going to get down very ladylike and proper. We're going to... There you go. Feels great.
It feels
great.
real. That's because it is, guys. If only this grass could stay for Cowboys games.
Cowboys players are probably jealous of this grass, as we've been talking about. But this is fantastic. You can smell it. You can see that they're already tuning to this grass, attending to this grass right now, and just kind of getting it ready for the next match that happens. So, again, we had a great time out here. Sam, anything else you want to share with our viewers before we send it back and say goodbye for the evening?
I mean, I just never really take these moments for granted, David, because you just don't know what you're going to witness. And we got to witness history once again tonight. And Argentina, well, they are not done. They are moving to that knockout round. They have repeating on their mind because they are the defending world champions. As for Jordan, though, you know, they have nothing to hang their hat about. I mean, they came in here, they competed at the highest level, and so for them, they should be extremely proud of their journey as well.
They were able to get that goal, and you can tell there is a small section of Jordanians over here. I mean, this was a 80-90% Argentinian crowd, I want to say.
Yes.
But there were Jordan fans here, and you could feel how excited they were when they got that one goal, because you don't want to go into your final World Cup match and come out with a 0 on the scoreboard. So I think that meant a lot for them to get that one goal against one of the best, you know, teams in the history of soccer, and, you know, see what that does for the next time that they try to qualify for a World Cup.
Yeah, scoring on the world champs, not bad.
Yeah.
Fox 4's Sam Gannon and David Santendra, you both hit the nail on the head. Stephen Dial said this earlier this week. One of the neat things about this job is we get to be in the front row of history and document it for the public. And you guys had some of the best seats, as we said, in the house. Excellent work out there. Appreciate you. Y'all drive safe. We'll see you soon. Thank you.